Drunken Master Paul here, and today we're going to check out my collection of pointy things. Yes, we're going to look at my knife collection. Some of the choice pieces here and there, some fantasy stuff, some utilitarian stuff, and some just plain weird stuff. And yeah, we're going to try not to lose any fingers on the way. Let's check them out. Okay, let's check out some knives. But before we do, a little sip of the scotch, I think. Because nothing is smarter than playing with sharp things and drinking, right? Okay, let's start with my fantasy knives. Now I have two that I want to show you. They're both made by GilHibben. Now this one's called the Raptor, and it's just a really, really cool knife. I like the waves to it. It feels like it kind of feels like a raptor claw, doesn't it? It's got this really nice handle. It feels very good in my hand. And yeah, I like these little curves here, these kind of little hooks that look like you stick it in someone and give it a good twist and then slowly reel out their innards. It's just a nasty, nasty knife, but I really, really like it. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. My other GilHibben knife is a Dragon Lord. And these, these aren't super rare. I mean, you can go right now on eBay or on Amazon and probably pick one of these up. But it's just, one of the first knives I collected along with the Raptor. This was actually given to me by a friend of mine, Heather, a long, long time ago. But it's cool. It's got a great feel to it. It's unusual. It's got this this claw for a handguard, and it's got these little dragons on the blade as well. I was born in the year of the dragon. I've always been into dragons. Long before Game of Thrones came along. And it's just cool. I just like the good feel of it, and it's just a funky, cool fantasy knife. Wow. So as many of you know, I practice Arnis, which is Filipino martial arts. These two I got actually in the Philippines when I was there in 2005, and it's a matched set of knives. Now these are very, very cool. They've got the horn handle. That's not wood, that's actually horn. And the blades are, well, let's face it, they're kind of plain. They're not, they don't have any scroll work, they're not super fancy, not super shiny, but look how thick they are. And yes, these are razor sharp. So these are not just wall hangers, these are kind of business knives, and will do the job for you. You like the leather? Ah, leather. If I didn't do this, then Control Z, Mrs. Drunken Master Paul, was going to kill me, because this is her pool table. She's the pool shark. So I had to put something down. Where were we? Oh, knives. We're talking about knives tonight. Now, what Filipino knife collection would be complete without Balisong? Now, they are more commonly known as butterfly knives, which are not legal in a lot of places. Why, I have no idea. My interweb search said that it was because of the martial arts movies of the 70s when they made them really popular, and bad guys had them. Wah! And so, because bad guys had them, ostensibly it's because you could, flick them out really quickly. But I mean, I can get my folders out faster than that. But they're just very, very cool. They're very, very flashy. You can flip them around, and they look really cool in the hands of somebody who actually knows how to use it. I don't do that because I like these. These are really nice. I like having them on the ends of my hands. So I've got this one, which is kind of the more classic, very narrow handle. We have this one, which I think is actually more traditional. It's got the horn in there and a little bit bigger blade. And that is really, really solid. And you could use this every day if you wanted to. And they just still flick right out there. Very cool. Now this one I really appreciate because not only is it a Balisong, but my friends, it has a beer opener. Yay! So you can eviscerate your enemies and then crack a cold one and enjoy their pain. Those are my three Balisongs. Some of my viewers have written to me asking, what kind of knife do I carry just every day, what I call a business knife. This is stuff that you keep with you just in case you got to take care of business, right? I don't carry very many actually, but I'll show you a couple that I do. One is this. It's a cold steel spike, and it's interesting. It's just very long and narrow. I don't carry this one very often, actually. I find them uncomfortable, and if shit's going down, you gotta reach under your shirt, and I don't really like that. Then normally what I carry is just a regular folder. Now, I actually don't go for the expensive ones or cold steel or any of those because, well, they're expensive, and I can get by just fine with this. So this is basically a $10 knife I bought at my Ace Hardware store, and it does the job. But more importantly, it feels really good in my hand. It's spring assist, so I can get it out as quickly as possible and do whatever I need to do. So yeah, I'll go for one of those or one of these or one of those. They're just basic folders they can pick up anywhere and do the job. And if something happens to them, I lose them, or they break, or you got to throw them into a dumpster somewhere. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Now, I also have a collection of knives that I train with, and it's really cool because I've got these sets that are live blades, and they have a trainer to go along with them. Now, this one, which is a CRKT, just a little hand knife. It's nice, and I have the matching trainer to go along with it. I also have a Filipino karambit, which is the curved kind of a claw blade. I have the trainer, which is this one. You can cut and then strike like that and then come back. So boom, boom, bang. And business is taken care of. And then we have the live blade, which you can do, pretty much, the same thing. Hooking, boom, 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 boom. So I also have this set. This one is really cool. This is a Blackhawk Knives Tatong. Now that is badass. It's interesting because it's a big blade, but you can hold it either here or hook your finger around this hook right here, and I really like the feel that gives. It's very, very controlling. This is edged on both sides, and I do have the matching trainer to go along with it. So I can practice with this one, and then if I need to carry that one, I can. And finally, I just want to show you two more in my collection that are just kind of unusual or weird, or they're just kind of nifty to have in my collection. This looks like a regular kind of a buck knife. There's a deer on there and everything. But the interesting thing about this is I found this in my mom's truck after she passed away, and it's a full-on switchblade. Why my mom was packing a switchblade in her truck, I have no idea. No, actually I do have a good idea because she was my mom and she's really cool and carried shit like this. It's just a cheesy switchblade. I have no idea where she got it, but that kind of explains a whole lot if DMP's mama was packing that kind of weaponry. The last one I'm going to show you is just bizarre. I bought this years ago. I don't even really remember where I got it. It's some kind of art fair or a science fiction convention or something, but this thing, I think this is pure evil. He's got a little skull in his hand here, and beady demon eyes coming at you, demon eyes. And yes, these teeth are real. Yeah, they're actually goat teeth, and this is a goat horn. And why do I have it? Because it is a knife. So what's the first thing you're going to think of? Goat horn, goat teeth. It's a knife. He's got a little skull here. What conclusion are you going to jump to here, huh? I mean, you're probably the same thing as me, and they were making cupcakes. So that is just so wonderfully odd and scary, and just something I had to have in my collection. Okay, and that's just a sampling of some of the really cool knives in my collection. I've been collecting for about 20 years, and I'm sure I'm gonna find a lot more out there somewhere. So yeah, who knows what I'll have next time. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I hope I didn't just cut the back of my head doing this shot. think I'm bleeding. That is just some of the collections in my knife. I think you got a cavity there. Yeah, might be. No, it's a bacon bit. I am my own worst enemy.